Everybody wants to be special, in their own unique personal way. The journey of finding the true meaning of your existence is a long and daunting task, never ending to say the least, and I think this movie depicts that perfectly. The film takes place in the futuristic dystopian cyber city of Los Angeles, in a world where technology has advanced so far, bioengineered humans known as replicants are used as slaves. These replicants are alive and have been artificially born in labs. They have consciousness, but they lack emotions and they lack a soul. They are kept regulated by the baseline test.
Interlinked.
What's it like to hold the hand of someone you love? Interlinked.
Interlinked.
Did they teach you how to feel finger to finger? Interlinked.
Interlinked.
Do you long for having your heart interlinked? Interlinked.
Interlinked.
An examination designed to measure any emotional deviance experienced by replicants. To be off baseline would be considered a failure of such test. Failed replicants are terminated. Blade Runner 2049 is a sequel to the original Blade Runner, released in 1982. The events take place 2 years after the main events of the original film, but can be overlooked, and Blade Runner 2049 serves as its own story with its own narrative. In the original Blade Runner, we followed Deckard, a bounty hunter, whose job is to track down and terminate deviated replicants. Thus comes the name Blade Runner. Deckard has been told that he is a human, but in actuality, he is a replicant. This narrative is reversed in Blade Runner 2049. Meet Officer K, a replicant that serves the LAPD. He was designed to be a Blade Runner. K is interlinked, meaning that he knows he is a machine made to kill replicants. He is self-conscious and aware of his goal and purpose in life. He doesn't have any emotions or any deeper thoughts. He just does what he was designed to do. The name K comes from his serial number, KD6-3.7. He has zero identity and all his memories have been augmented and created for him. He lives alone with his holographic girlfriend, Joy, an AI made to keep him happy and entertained. On one of his missions, he finds out about a miracle. A child had been born from a replicant woman. The police force are shocked and concerned. Because if this information spreads, it could cause a replicant revolution. Because it proves that replicants are indeed alive and have a soul, which means they also deserve equal rights and equal treatment as humans. That will cause society to collapse, because replicants are used in almost everything and humans rely on them heavily. K is ordered to find and kill the child and destroy all evidence of its existence. The CEO of the company that produces replicants is Wallace M. Morbius. Has also heard about the news of a replicant child born by a replicant woman, and he is really interested because replicants that can give birth would boost his production significantly. K has the fate of society on his shoulders. As he's doing badass detective work, his memories and the investigation keep crossing paths. While searching for answers, he got memories of a wooden horse with a date inscribed on it. And during his investigation, he knows exactly where it is and what's written on it before even seeing it. So he uses his memories to find where the child is. And he discovers that he himself might be the child. This is when he starts deviating and starts having his own thoughts. The thought of him having a soul and being an actual person is overwhelming. This is all portrayed beautifully by Ryan Gosling's acting. He tells his girlfriend Joy everything, and she encourages him to embrace his humanity, and tells him that a real human deserves a real name.
A real boy needs a real name. Joe.
Joe.
She names him Joe. Remember this. This will be very important later on. His doubts are growing, and he's afraid to fail the baseline test, so he goes to visit Dr. Anna Stelline, the person responsible for creating all the fake memories for the replicants. He asks her if his memories are fake, and after she takes a look at them, we get what, in my opinion, is one of the best foreshadowing scenes I've ever seen in a movie ever. She tells him that the memories are real, and not a fabrication, as it's illegal to put fake memories into replicants. So it must mean that he is indeed the child. And then this scene plays. Notice how Anna's reflection rests on Kay's body when we are looking at him, almost like he's a part of her. But when we see Anna from Kay's side of the glass, his reflection is darkened and cast behind her, almost like a shadow. Kay doesn't know how to deal with this information, as it means his life is ruined. Overwhelmed by everything that is happening, he reacts with anger. This is the first time we see him showing any emotions. He just took the first step in his emotional journey to becoming human. After returning home, Joy comforts him and introduces him to the feeling of intimacy. She hires a replicant prostitute and syncs with her so that they can feel each other for the first time, or at least he can. She was always just a hologram, or an AI to talk to, up until this point. This strengthens his relationship with Joy. The next emotion Kay feels is grief. After some more investigation, Kay discovers that his father is Deckard from the first movie. He is the father of the replicant child, so he goes out to find him. And once he does, some shit goes down. They end up just chilling and talking a bit. He tells him that his child is a girl, but Kay is not a girl. Before they can go any deeper in the conversation, they are interrupted by the FBI. They break in, blow some shit up, capture Deckard, and kill Joy in front of Kay.
I do hope you're satisfied with our product.
I love you.
Kay barely escapes, and he has to deal with the emotions of losing a loved one, something we will all go through eventually. This sadness propels him further towards finding the truth, and unfortunately, the truth can sometimes be hurtful. He discovers that the memories he had that helped him in his investigation were not his. They were real, but they belonged to someone else. They belonged to Dr. Anna Stelline. When she was assigned to make memories for Kay, she had put these memories of hers in him in hopes that he would eventually figure this out and save her, reuniting her with her father, since he was designed for investigations like this. Kay is a nobody. He is not the chosen one, nor anyone special. He is just a side, disposable character in someone else's story. He had been used this whole time. He never mattered. But now, he is free. He is free to choose his own destiny. To add insult to injury, as he's walking through the night city, he sees a huge version of Joy, an advertisement for her. Then this happens.
What a day.
You look lonely.
I can fix that. You look like a good Joe.
She never actually loved or cared about him. She never existed. She was just a bunch of code designed to give him the illusion of love and care. Do you remember at the beginning of the video when I told you this moment would be significant? When she called him Joe? That's just her following her program to call humans Joe. She is designed to make him hear what he wants to hear. For his whole life, he was reminded that he had no soul or purpose. His whole existence revolved around being told what to do and doing it. But now, he is the one in charge. Kay finally felt his first sense of purpose. Kay was told earlier in the film that the most human thing a person can do is die for a cause. He decided to give his life for freedom for replicants. He decides to go save Deckard on his own will. He was heavily injured, but succeeded, reuniting Deckard with his daughter. Laying on the stairs, he embraces his freedom. He might die, and he might not, but if he does, he will die a human, not a machine. He single-handedly changed the course of history. Or nothing might come out of this. But that's no longer his concern. At that moment, Kay has truly gained a soul. Or he might have always had it. He has truly become a real human being.
A real
Whoops, wrong movie. And now continuing what I was saying in the beginning of the video. Everyone is so concerned and busy with searching for a purpose, and this search never ends. So why search for a purpose when you can create your own? Thanks for watching.